man. So give me the weigh-in, man. What's the stats right now?
Man, I came in at 373. I weighed in the other day. I was 358. So I done lost 15 so far.
Okay.
And I'm keeping it quiet on the chat, man. I'll let y'all do all the talking, man. So
sure. Okay, so what's been working for you? What's working for you?
Man, honestly, just being more disciplined and more conscious of what I eat, man. Like before, I really just didn't give a damn, man. You know me, my problem is I'm not a fried food dude. I'm a sweets dude. Like, give me a cupcake, a cake, and a cake on top of the cake with some cookies on the side and 3 different ice creams, and I'm good. You feel me? So that was my biggest thing. So I stopped eating sweets so much for real. And then I think during the pandemic, man, I think everybody was just kind of a little depressed and sad at home. So I started drinking a little bit too much beer and liquor and stuff. And I'm not a heavy drinker at all, but you know, when you ain't got to go to work the next day, it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Grab you a drink here, a beer here, and you watching a movie with your wife and you just chilling, you know? So I stopped drinking heavily anyway. I stopped drinking, period. Yeah. And those 2 things right there alone paid a lot of dividends. But definitely just being more conscious of what I eat, definitely more water, less beef, definitely on some chicken and on some seafood, and just working out, man. Just maximizing my time in my day, like walking. I walk in the morning every morning. I try to do like 3 miles in the morning, and then in the evening, I got 2 little boys, so in the evening I'm gonna make them walk with me to the basketball court. So I try to get another 2 miles after that. So I definitely try to do a good 5 a day. You know what I mean, miles or whatever. So that's the main thing I'm doing. Is just water.
I love it.
Water, man. A lot of water, bro.
I love it. So we always say like the output for us being football dudes ain't never the problem. It's always the input, because the other thing, you know, we always got this association going out there working really hard, but we always rewarded with food, and that's always the biggest thing. So you think football kind of hurt you in that way? Is that, you know what I'm saying, no matter what's going on in the day, you can always lean on food to like feel better? Because like I said, good game, bad game, whatever, you get a box of Chick-fil-A at the end or pizza.
Yeah. Football hurt me tremendously from college to NFL to now as a coach, because all we do is eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we eat 24/7. And I mean, if you take a road trip, you're going to kill yourself 3 days straight, because you on the highway one day, you eat. The game day, you eating a buffet or 2. Then, like you said, in Black college, we drive everywhere. So that night, we getting 2 boxes of Chick-fil-A and some snacks on the way home. And then me as a coach, that Sunday, I probably won't even go home because I'm breaking down film for the next opponent, which Coach Pugh will buy us a fried chicken from Popeyes or something. So,
ooh, baby, I got Popeyes.
You know, and then back, you know, y'all seen the maturation of myself just in college, trying to gain weight from being 260, trying to get to 290. And we had a Bojangles in the Huddle House right across the street, just eating all that kind of food every day. And like you said, me and you, we play in the league together, bro. Every day is a buffet for us. I mean, between Thursday, the O-line going out or the D-line going out, and Saturday after the game, Sunday, before and after the game, you smash it with your family or your teammates. It's just a constant. Our life is like a constant buffet, honestly. You know what I mean? And just trying to take away those habits, man, because what they say, the average person ain't supposed to eat no more than 2,500 calories a day. And you can know, back when we was in football, it was 5,000 easily. You know what I mean? So trying to change those habits.
Even now, you know, you said you get 2,000 calories, which is supposed to be average, and I feel like I'm depriving myself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What you mean? Oh. And so now I'm low key counting the calories. Like, damn, if I eat a banana pudding, that's 1,300 right there. I got 700 left. You know what I'm saying? So you know, just trying to count the calories and just being smarter. But without a doubt, Lank, man, football, it definitely hurt me in a sense to just, man, we always ate. You know, the offensive line is typically your fattest guys on the team, and you're going to smash out with those guys regardless. Then I got my own habits just being a man. Like, I'm one of them dudes, when I'm depressed, I'm like a fat girl, man. I just eat.
It's the only reason he asked me out. To make fun of you? Why do we do this to ourselves? Every time we get depressed, we eat and eat and eat. Don't you? You go to the store and you buy those little candy bars in the bag, and before you know it, the whole bag is empty. And then at the end, you feel just like that bag. empty inside. Don't you? Don't you? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just get it all out. Yes, I can. Say that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a heavy drinker. I don't smoke at all. So when I'm depressed, take me to Leaders. Get me 3-4 cupcakes and a cake and Publix, get them soft cookies in the back, boy, and I'm good. Yeah. So, and I never noticed that. My wife brought it to me, like, Nashawn, you don't cry, you don't fuss, you don't cuss people out, you just eat. You know what I mean? When you depressed and sad, and so, and that's just how I always cope with myself.
Man, it's really interesting because that's been almost like a recurring theme that we've kind of seen in talking to folks.
Really?
Yeah. It's been very similar. I mean, I've seen when you say it, I've seen it in myself. I see it. You know, those sort of patterns. For me, it's like, what if I have something on my mind? I just started eating, and it's really interesting because we've sort of seen this pattern of different folks saying similar things. Yeah,
and like right now, like, you know, y'all helping me, like just being on the group chat and us having this competition right now. But like in my house now, I don't even have sweets, or I don't have the sweets of my choice in the house right now. So that's the best bet, because like the other night, you know, going through the African Americans right now, we going through the social injustice and all the riots. I was super depressed, and the first thing I went for was my cookie stash, and I didn't have none. You feel me? So, and it was late, so all the stores was closed. So I just kind of ate the sadness that I was dealing with just with nothing. You know what I mean? So. And so just with the social injustice and the riots going on, I was depressed just seeing that, you know. And it's sad because it's like every 3 months we get an African American killed for no reason, and that take you to that place of depression, and you ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So it goes, and that's a big thing because, you know, food is always just across the America period. You know, when you're born, somebody gonna feed you. When you die, they gonna feed you.
I mean, the repast ain't nothing but a buffet. You know what I'm saying? So
100%. So, you know, it's accepted in the, you know, if you're a drinker, somebody be like, oh, he trying to drink his feelings. But they, you know, rarely do you hear people call you out if you're a big dude and you eat, and they'll be like, man, he eating his feelings, but they'll let you slide because, you know, this, you know what I'm saying? But it's killing you slowly. And so that's always one of the things that's been interesting when we talk to dudes, man, is that they kind of point that out because that is the non-aggressive thing to do. I mean, but silently, if you've been walking around 300 plus, you know, you kind of taking a little bit of that poison for yourself. You killing yourself.
Absolutely.
So you say you had to gain weight when you came to school because you was still trying to be that D lineman, man. You was still
Well, both y'all know more than anybody, so definitely.
Talk about what were some of those extreme things you had to do to get to 300. Do you remember the first time you cracked 300?
Absolutely, man. Because I mean, we made it a big deal in the weight room with Coach Moore back in the day. And my goal, like I said, when I came to Carolina, I probably was like 265, trying to play D-line, fresh off a couple basketball all-star games in Ohio. And once I got to South Carolina, they gave me like a damn week to play D-line, and they low-key switched me on the low. So that process with Coach Goodge and Coach Moore, just gaining weight. And like I said, Coach, man, they made me eat a 3-piece from Bojangles every day. I had to get the peanut butter and jellies in me, you know what I mean, and all that. And the Huddle House, Coach Goodge would buy me he'll have him a sausage biscuit. He would give it to me, you know what I'm saying? Or I always ate like right before my lifts, you know what I'm saying? So I always ate, even that night, you know, our meal plan was impeccable. We had a great meal plan in Carolina. But I was always eating, just always trying to get that protein, always trying to get that weight on me. And I always loved peanut butter jelly anyway, so I was smashing peanut butter jelly sandwiches. But I remember that day I cracked 300. It was into my redshirt sophomore year, actually, when I was playing, you know what I'm saying? And redshirt freshman year, excuse me, when I was playing. And in the weight room, and I saw that 3 pills, man, and we just all turned up in there. So let's go! It was a big day for me, you know. Just going from 265 to 300 with some muscle on me and all that good stuff. So I definitely remember that day.
And so it's wild now. So now that where you're at, are you going to try to have the same kind of celebration? Does it feel, if you were to get the 300 now, I mean, to knock that weight off, then you'll be more excited now, or Nashawn, the redshirt freshman player, being 300?
I would be way more ecstatic right now, man. Just at the point of my life with my family, my kids, and And y'all both know me. I'll probably go buy me 10 pairs of True Religion. If I get down to 300, I'll be in the mall shopping all day and night, man. I'll probably be that Gucci V-neck sweater everybody been wearing. I'm gonna go find me some swag once I get that low. But yeah, I'm gonna be excited, man. I'm gonna be very excited. And like I said, I got kind of goals in my mind. My goal is 50 pounds right now.
Okay.
I've been having some motivation just kind of looking at Marshall Yonder's diet. Damian Wood, he done lost like 50 pounds. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. And Matt Burke, he played with Marshall Yonder at the Ravens or whatever. Those three dudes been losing crazy weight, man, and just working out and stuff. So, and of course, Travell, man. I know y'all seen Travell, how nice he looks and stuff like that. So it's been some guys close to me that I see doing it and seeing some success with it. So I'm trying to make sure I'm mimicking or mirroring the same thing that they did.
And I think that's an important skill that we've learned as like athlete dudes, is that we know how to figure out somebody who's doing what we want to do and the things we like from them, and then carry that on. So is that something you think that's really going to help? Because
absolutely, because
that yelled out just now was offensive lineman. You know?
Yeah, that's the only thing that helps me. Like, I got to have somebody who has done it before in my likeness for me to be able to pull it off. Like, I'm not going to listen to no 200-pound dude talk about how he got a six-pack, because I've never been a 200-pound dude. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie
I
Scott
will listen to it.
Yeah.
Right. James Scott didn't help me riding a bike like that. That ain't going to ever help me. But seeing Damian Woody, who I know was 380, he had to be 380, 390. Yeah. And seeing him lose 50 pounds, I'm like, yeah, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And even with my boy Burke and Yonder, they were still around that 320 range. But I know Travell had to be 345 at one point. What's my other boy that lost a lot of weight? Jordan Gross was up there at one point. So, but I think right now,
even Goody.
Jonathan Goodwin. Yeah, Jonathan Goodwin was big. He got up to like 340 at one point. He ain't even as tall as me. He was like 6'2", 340. So, but like, I think the one is Damian Woody, man, because me and him around the same exact size. Like, he's 6'5", 6'6". He, like you said, he's probably around kicking 4, a little bit more, 400. And like I said, my heaviest been 373. So all those type of examples is what's really leading me to what I want to do right now, what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. You also mentioned your kids, man, because, you know, you got athletic kids. They talk, they're going to follow in the suit. And so, you know, they benefit from good genes right now.
Yeah.
Is that something important that's to you right now? Because you a coach by trade, by life. You grew up with a bunch of brothers, so you always had that, you know, trying to give them this kind of tool, these messages of like eating properly, trying to eat better. You know, we all, you know, food has always been a reward. You know, when your mom ain't
right.
You know, when you can go to that gas station, I feel like Taj Mahal, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go in there, I can get whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? But now that we're in a different position, changing that message to, you know, make better choices.
Right now, man, I still let them eat whatever they want, because I want them to be kids, and I want them to be happy. I want them to enjoy gummy worms at this age. You know what I'm saying? Because their body's going to change. You know how it is. Your body going to change tremendously from 5th grade to whatever you be in 11th grade or whatever. So then I let them eat whatever they want. And then my older son takes right from his mama, dog. I can get him a steak every day and he'll still be a slim dude. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how my wife looks. So, but more so myself, I'm changing my habits because of them. Because, like, you know, like you said, they're athletic, so we're always hooping, we always racing, we always doing something, and my butt be tired, you know what I'm saying? And I can't be like, go ahead, y'all go ahead. Nah, I got to be able to keep up with them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely losing weight so I can actually keep up with my kids. And Sean getting to the point now where he a real athlete. He ain't, daddy, I'll let you win a game or two here and there. Now he busting my tail now, so I got to really get right. Yeah, oh yeah. So I got to get right just so I can really keep up with him at this age. Now, ain't no more of that daddy let you win a game. Nah, your butt just won that thing, you know. So I'm really getting in shape so I can continue to compete and work out with the boys. Go ahead, Pete.
So you said that you ain't never been 200 pounds. So like, when was your first time you realized that you was bigger than everybody else? How'd that go throughout your life?
Man, I don't think I realized I was bigger than everybody else until 9th grade, really. Like, when you know, everybody scared you in 8th grade, man. You get to high school, them high school kids gonna kill you. And I got to high school, and I'm like, shoot, I'm bigger than all these dudes, and damn near better than all of them. And so high school is when I realized I was above average in size. You know what I'm saying? And then I really hit a growth spurt in high school. Like I got to high school, I was like 6'1", maybe 210, 220, which is a fairly big dude. You know what I'm saying? And then while I was in high school, shoot, I shot up to like 6'5", 250. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I realized I was above average height. And then I also, you know how you got all those dang on Nike camps and Ohio State camps and clinics, and I still was like pretty big. And I'm like, damn, I am a big dude. You know what I mean? So everywhere I went, people was trying to scare me like, man, you're not going to be the big guy there. You're not going to be the big guy there. And everywhere I went, I was still kind of the big guy. So that's where I realized I was actually a pretty big dude.
You made a transition into coaching. And this is something I'm sure P can speak about, but like the whole deal about being a coach, you see, and a lot of the guys we've interviewed have, you know, dabbled in coaching, are still coach now. And one of the things they said is that's the hard part, is just sitting around. You touched on it earlier, being around food and just watching film.
Yeah.
The whole time, either drinking a beer, breaking down film, or eating. How has being a coach added on to that hurdle of getting over losing weight?
Oh, it's killing me. I mean, I got to be even more disciplined at work. So, for example, you know, me and Bennett, we were at Newberry. And Newberry, we was kicking butt at Newberry. We were winning like crazy. And we got really close with, like, the cafeteria ladies and the good people over there, Tiffany Heron and all those people. And so, like, after we would win a game, they would bake us a damn cake. You know what I'm saying? So, guess what happened, Lank? We went on a damn 10-game winning streak. So I got 10 cakes every Monday, you know what I'm saying? And so that hurt a lot, because now the different dynamic is at South Carolina State, we actually do more film work and breakdown. And like Coach P does this thing where he wants us in the office working, so he'll buy us food, you know what I'm saying? So now Coach Pew's taking all the, you know, financial stress off us by buying our food. But guess what? We got pizzas every day. We got Popeye's chicken every day. We got Bojangles every day. So it's even worse at South Carolina State, because he takes care of us. He wants us to be working. So we're watching film, and like you said, it's black college. So black college is totally different from a PWI, because at a football game, it's fried fish, it's fried chicken, it's okra soup all over the place. You smell it at halftime like, shoot, I can't wait till this game over with.
Smell that peanut butter.
No, I'm telling you. So just being at the HBCU, you eat a lot more even at the HBCU, you know. So coaching has really hurt me. And the one thing I got to do, man, this is my goal for this year, is be more disciplined on my food intake, even at South Carolina State.
It's interesting that you mentioned, you know, historically black colleges, but the towns that a lot of them are in are usually towns that are rural or on the outside, and a lot of them don't have a lot of healthy choices, you know, and a lot of
places, not.
They call them food deserts, or the opposite, food swamps, where you either got, you know, a whole bunch of access to nothing, or you got a whole bunch of access to a bunch of bad food options.
Yeah, so we're a swamp then, is what you're saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, y'all got tons of fast food options.
Yeah, well, I was saying, we got tons of food, but they all bad, though.
But it's a catch-22 for y'all, because unlike Power 5 schools where they got, you know, food allowances and every different thing, you trying to
tropical smoothie everywhere.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out ways to, you know, keep your players fed, because they're still burning a bunch of calories, but they don't have the access to a whole bunch of food options like a South Carolina, or even say Lake Forest, or some of these other places. How are y'all trying to deal with that? Do you just kind of just say, man, we just got to feed them and worry about the nutritional stuff later?
Yeah, as far as the football team, man, we just feed them, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We just feed them. We just, you know, a lot of our kids come from poverty, so, you know, a meal is a meal at the end of the day for them. And we just count on them burning the calories to eat right. If I got a lineman who needs to lose weight, we'll try to get him more baked food, you know, baked chicken instead of the fried chicken or whatever. But I think the more hurtful thing is us, the staff. Like, I need that healthy option. You know what I mean? I'm not burning those calories like them. I ain't running no gases, so I got to find it. And it's sad, because I think the healthiest spot we got in Orangeburg might be a dang on Arby's. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get a market fresh sandwich every now and then.
Yeah,
right. And we got and we got a Subway, but it's kind of far because it's by the interstate. You know what I'm saying? It's right off the interstate. So we got one Subway, but as far as close to campus, Arby's might be the healthiest dang on thing we have. You know what I'm saying? So it's tougher on the coaches more so than the kids.
Yeah. And again, that's tough. One thing you mentioned was stress and like how you handle it. That's another thing we were touching on with this, because for a lot of guys, like I said, working out is the easy part for us. So is working out for you now more like a stress reliever? How are you handling stress so you don't try to eat your feelings or eat your and all those different things? Because it is.
No, it's without a doubt a stress reliever. But I think that's my time that I actually get more spiritual and get closer to God too. Because like when I'm walking in the morning, I'm praying. I might start off with gospel music, and then as your workout get harder, you got to get some turn up music. You might start off with Fred Hammond, and you're gonna end up with Little John at some point. So, but I think it's my time to reflect, because when I'm walking, man, I usually praying over my family, praying over my day, praying for my safety. Honestly, with everything's going on, and like I said, that's just my time to reflect. Later on in the day, when I usually do my second walk, that's when I'm usually with my kids or something. I'm just turned up, just trying to get, you trying to get motivated, honestly, for your second workout for the day. But it's crazy. This is gonna sound stupid, but I don't really get stressed out much. You know what I mean? Like I try to leave, like I'm trying to think of the word, but no, I really don't get stressed out as much as I guess I do depressed. I don't know if those are two different things or whatever, but to me, depression and stress is two different things. So. But
explain how that affects you. What's the difference? How does that feel to you?
Okay, so if I'm depressed, man, I'm actually sad, thinking about my family, thinking about my brothers, thinking about the world, what's going on right now. Stress, in my eyes, is something that you might be incapable of doing and you still trying to do it. So like work, you know how some people stress out about work because they have an assignment that they have to do that they can't do it. Everything at work, I feel like I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm capable of doing it, and I'm going to do it. Like I said, depression is just being sad about what's going on. Hell, I'm still sad that I ain't in the NFL no more, or I'm sad that I didn't win another Super Bowl ring or something. You know what I mean? So that's my I don't know if I'm wrong or not, P, but that's my idea of depression and stress.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I think everybody experiences everything differently. So one of the other things that we kind of been hearing about is how people deal with sort of that post-playing career, how to deal with that, with the transition, or what does that look like? Because there's all types of things that, it's hard. And I personally think, the further along you get, it just gets harder and harder. The further along you get, the harder it gets. So, if you stop playing in high school, you could give that up. You stop playing in college, it's a little bit tougher. But then if you get to the league and you play for 3 years, or if you play for 10 years, or if you play for it gets harder and harder to kind of adjust to that. To
give it up, yeah.
Hearing folks say that transition is really, really tough.
It's tough, man, but it's not too bad. I think that was probably one of the main reasons I got back into coaching, because I just wanted that camaraderie, that locker room, that place where you don't have to be politically correct and don't nobody take offense to it, because the world is totally different. If the world was ran like a locker room, we would be all better off. And
hey fellas, all we need is 8 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, and 2 field goals, and we right back in this, man. What are we doing out there, guys? They beat us with one play. He goes here, he goes here, he goes here. We can't stop their play. We've been doing this all week in practice. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We just gotta settle down, okay? They got everything up here, bro. I ain't had a Capri Sun in a minute. Hey, bro, how you ain't make that catch? It went right through your hands. We could have had that touchdown. You the reason why we losing. Hey, big guys up front, we need you, okay? We need pass rush moves like this. Coming out of your stance with the rip, all right? Hey, bring it up, guys. I got something to say, man. Hey, look, I don't usually be talking a whole bunch. Man, let's come together and man, let's win. Let's go. Who can make a play? I can. Who can make a play? I can. Hey guys, we gotta get up under these guys' pants, okay? I wanna get in my stance, get low, get under the man's pants, all right? And we gotta get the ball out. We gotta get the ball out. Hey guys, you wanna know the true heart of a champion? It's one who doesn't give up. We've been down before. We've had our backs against the wall before. And we have to come out fighting. That's the only way we're gonna win this game. Okay, who's with me, guys?
Like, you know how it is. You can say things in the locker room that you bet not say on Twitter or in the world, you know what I mean? But I think that's why I had to get back into it, just to feel like a football player again. The biggest adjustment, y'all, for real, for me, was really the off the field stuff, like doctor's appointments. Like, I didn't know I had to make a doctor's appointment, or I didn't know what the heck a deductible was, because everything always been taken care of. You know, we go to Dr. Guy, we go to the team doctor, and I'm good. And so, you know, my wife laughed at me one point, like, boy, you in the real world now. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, really, my whole life I've been on scholarship. Like, I just got off of scholarship when I got out the NFL in my mind. So, because everything was always done for me, if that makes sense. But
that's
right.
I just had that conversation with my wife about doctors because, you know what I'm saying, you know, when you go into the training room, it's really no frills. Like,
yeah,
in the real world, when you go to a doctor, you're gonna have to fill out all the paperwork for stuff you ain't even in there for what your problem is. But when you're at the stadium, you could just be like, Doc, my nut hurt. You know what I'm saying? My ass, man. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
And so, not to say you can't have that candor in a regular family.
Nah, you can't. Shoot, I know.
It takes a while. They're going to be like, well, hold on. Let's, you know, when you go into the team locker room, you be like, man, look at this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get it fixed.
The fuck is that?
And it just feels, I was telling my wife, like, when I go to the doctor's office, even just for like a regular physical, they looking at you like, man, like, you know you too big, right? Like, I can see what's wrong with you already. Like, but then they hear the football story and they're like, okay, maybe it ain't as big. Exactly. Okay, all right. Yeah. So, like, it takes them a while, and that's a great point, because I think that's one of the reasons why it keeps a lot of guys, because we've all had a more probably access to medical health care because of football.
Yes.
You know, yearly physicals, doing all that stuff. So, again, that keeps us healthy while we're playing football. But when we stop, I know for me, that's one of the things that kind of pisses me off, because I don't feel like going through all the BS of finding the right doctor so I can have a standard or the right conversation with you, and we can just get to what's needed, you know, without all the, well, you know, according to the obesity chart, man, you should be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not to say I'm special, but man, I heard that when I was in third grade, bro. Like, so let's work on something else.
Right.
That keeps me from going to the doctor for like regular physicals, because like it's bullshit.
Yeah. And like I said, it's so funny because, you know, I didn't realize you got to have so many different doctors. I was going to a heart specialist, and he asked me who's my personal physician. I'm like, I thought it was you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody. You my guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing too. And, you know, just collecting the bill. You know, we would have a torn ACL and we never saw the bill again in college or in the NFL. So now it's like, bro, you got to pay for this and all that stuff. So I think my biggest transition was just the off the field, like not having those perks of being a pro football player or a college football player anymore. It really wasn't so much the field that I guess I missed so much, but it was just the perks of being a football player.
Like they say in that next playbook, man, you don't know how many people, you know, cleared that path for you, kept it smooth for you so you can just focus on the field. Like you said, like, man, just show up 15 minutes at this address. It's already taken care of, you know?
Yeah. No, you ain't got to make no appointment or nothing. You ain't got to even sign no paperwork or nothing. You just in there. So
that's a big deal.
And it's so funny because I be in the doctor with my wife, and I'll be like, shoot, the doctor can't just see me real quick. She's like, nah, baby, that ain't how it works. You got to make an appointment. I'm like, what? I can't, you know, and I'm so used to
the number one thing to piss you off is when you're in the weight room, then you go to the back weight room, and you think, you know what I'm saying? When usually it's just like, you just making that beeline, boom, boom, boom.
Right, the doctor guy. You get
one in the weight room, two, to waiting in the room. You like, man, come on.
Yes, bro. That's it, man.
What was you about to say, Pete?
No, I mean that's something I had never actually thought about that before, and it makes so much sense. It makes
bro.
That makes a lot of sense because I don't know how to do none of that stuff now. I'd be like again with my wife, like, what we got to make an appointment for this? Who we got to call? What?
Bro, listen, I thank God for my wife, bro. She do all that stuff, and she just looked at me like, boy, you've been so spoiled your whole life. And those are the type of things we don't even think of until you get older. Like them boys in Carolina don't understand how blessed they are right now until they get out the league and get out of college, and you got to do it on your own.
All right, so now you had made an effort. You had got down pretty low. What's the lowest you got? Because I remember at one point you had got down super low. Now what's the difference between then and now?
All right, so I had got down to like 290, y'all, and the thing I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I was at Target Distribution Center, and I was just working in a Goddard factory, and you know that factory life is different. It's hot on top of hot in there. You know, South Carolina is already 100. You get in the factory, it's 110. So I was in there working. That's when I was stressed. That was the one year I was stressed because I was given a task that I really was unfamiliar with. I didn't know how to do it. It was outside of the realm of football. So I'm trying to be more intellectual. I'm trying to be more cost efficient. I'm trying to be more supply and demand, more economical and all that stuff. And it was a job that I was so unfamiliar with. So I was stressed at that time. And my hours was crazy, bro. I was getting to work at like 4:30, leaving at 5:30, nonstop without eating, maybe a lunch break. But that was one of those jobs where you might have to work through your lunch breaks. So my work ethic was impeccable because of football. But I still couldn't do the work, so I was stressed out. And so my football work ethic had me there all day and night because I was determined to get it. Just that football mentality, I was determined to get it. And eventually I really got good at it, you know what I'm saying? But my first 4-5 months at Target was hell, bro. And that's when I lost all that weight, for real, because I wasn't eating, I was stressed, and I was moving in that hot factory, so it was actually unhealthy weight that I lost because that, as you can see, I gained it back so fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had, at that time, I still wasn't heavy, though. I was like 330 when I got the job. And, bro, I got down to 285, 290 in about 3-4 months, bro. Just stressed out, working and grinding and getting it. And as soon as I quit that job, bro, I got the Newberry. Hell, I probably gained 40 pounds just like that in like 2 months, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that was. So,
what's the plan now when you knock this 50 in the next, 50, I guess?
Maintain it, man, just to create that new healthy lifestyle. Because I'm to the point now where I don't have to have a steak all the time now. I don't have to have ribs all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the point where I like salmon and shrimp and baked chicken, grilled chicken, and all that stuff. So I think that's the goal. And I think the goal, too, is just kind of rewarding myself every now and again. You know what I mean? I got to get me a cookie here and there because that's just me. But just trying to change that lifestyle for the better and just kind of make it permanent, So if I could somehow, some way pull that off and intermittent fasting and even intermittent fasting daily, like matter of fact, today is my day where I'm not eating no meat. So I want to go like certain days where I don't even eat meat. Just straight all vegetables and eggs or whatever. But I want to continue to do certain things like that. But I think the main thing is staying active.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I could stay active, walking, hooping, jogging, riding a bike or something, I think I'd be better off too.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too. You're not just, you want to have quality of life, functionality.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to run all the damn runs, but at least let me get 1 or 2 back to back without feeling like I need to gag on somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this one, because yesterday was probably the first, because it was Father's Day. Yesterday was probably the first day in probably about a month that I ain't do nothing. Like I didn't walk, I didn't do nothing, I didn't run, I didn't go hoop. And it was Father's Day. My wife cooking me breakfast, I got brunch, I got lunch, I got dinner. So it was just a lot going on. My kids was doing stuff for me. We went to go see her father. So I had a lot going on. But I felt bad the next day, that night. Like, damn, I ain't get to get it in today. You know what I'm saying? So today I got it in early. I'm going to get it in again just because I know I didn't get it in yesterday. So, but just having that discipline and that self, that conviction to say, I got to do this. You know what I mean?
What's one thing that Nashawn Goddard is eating in 2020 that he never thought he'd be eating in his life? I'll give you
mushrooms. No, bro, I ain't never liked mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. I hate okra, like the portobellos, all that stuff. And cuz, I don't know if my taste buds changed or not, but dog, I love mushrooms now. Like that's like today. All right, I told
you
you.
You gonna eat you a mushroom burger?
Boy, listen, I told you today is my day that I'm not eating meat, right? My wife seasoned these dang on mushrooms like steak, so in my mind, I'm eating a steak, bro.
So hold on. So y'all get the portobello, right? You get the thick.
Yeah, you ever seen a portobello? Yeah, they thick. They pretty big.
What y'all doing with them? Y'all soak them in like balsamic first. What's the secret? What y'all doing with y'all?
Worcestershire sauce, boy. Worcestershire.
Okay. Y'all grill them?
Yeah.
Then y'all grill them?
No. All right, so we got like that little grilling pan that you just put on your stove or whatever.
Okay.
So she put them on that or whatever. But man, I eat a few of them and I feel like I'm eating a steak, boy. Put that little that Montreal steak, spicy steak on there, bro. Yeah, you know I'm a real fat boy. You know what I'm talking about? That garlic powder, that garlic pepper, man. You in there?
So it's interesting you mentioned those things because a lot of times for us, it ain't like it's flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't
really.
So like my wife is a coffee person, and then for her, she'd be like, you know, I this motherfucker put 2 drops of coffee and the rest is creamer. But I tell them,
right, that's my wife.
That extra vanilla in there versus that sugar. And so for like the last week, she was like, man, I think I really see what you're saying now because so for a lot of us, it's just that Montreal seasoning, that grill, that charred taste. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is to get that Jones off you. And you'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I can
if you'd have told me 10 years ago I'd be eating mushrooms, I wouldn't believe you, dog. I used to hate mushroom, boy. I couldn't stand them. I'm telling you, I don't care what's under them. I ain't eating none of it. So like, you know how even pieces have mushrooms on it. I'd be like, nah, I don't want it. But now, give me a mushroom and I'm good, boy. I love mushrooms. So I'm on it.
Them things super healthy. It's wild because, I mean.
Exactly.
For you. Like, it's like whatever you combine with mushrooms, it quantify, like it expands the benefits. So like, you see everybody taking like mushroom tech and mushroom, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes everything 1,000 times or 100 times better or whatever.
Yeah, saute that thing with some onions, boy. You in there?
You get the benefits.
That's it. I'm on it.
You're an Ohio guy. You came out of South Carolina. There's always going to be a cultural shock. What was the food culture shock from Ohio coming down to the South?
Turkey wings. I had never had like turkey nothing, turkey wings, all that stuff, and dog, I just can't live without a turkey wing now. Like that's my go-to. Even with my journey now, like I said, I'm trying to stay away from beef and all that, but turkey, chicken, and seafood, I'm still trying to mess with. But dog, turkey wings was it for me. And so when I met my wife, the first time I met her mom, that's what it was. And I went to the house, and she's like, "Yeah, my mom made turkey wings, rice, and green beans, yada yada yada." I'm like, "What's a turkey wing?" And she looked at me crazy, like, "You don't know what a turkey wing?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "A turkey wing." Man, bro, the best thing I had since I've been down here. Like, y'all can keep all that pulled pork and hash and all that. That's terrible. But the turkey wing, boy, I've been buying them ever since. Nice. Boy, I've been buying the turkey wings ever since, dog. Like, I don't care how they prepare, baked, roasted. I don't care, stewed. I don't care how they made. I'm gonna eat it.
You beating up big bulls over there off of
You better know it. That's my guy. And he's a South Carolina State guy.
Yeah. Big Bull will charge you for them wings though. He gonna
Big Bull. Big Bull a good dude, man. He gonna take care of you though.
They hitting though. They hitting them wings over there.
Listen, speaking of big bulls, you know I told y'all earlier I'm a dessert guy. Please tell me y'all had their desserts. Bro, they desserts is stupid, bro. They go so hard, bro.
I see them in there.
The sweet potato casserole, the cakes, and all that, man, they stupid, bro. So, like right now, I don't even ride on hard scrap. Like I said, I'm going through my diet, so bro, I'm not even going there, bro. Because if I see it, I'm gonna pull over, bro. So,
but that just goes to kind of like the junkie kind of the addiction. Like you just know,
absolutely.
Like, I can't have that stuff around me, man. I'm gonna go hard on it. It don't matter.
I'm gonna go. So, like I said, man, like. If I cheat, I can't cheat with my fantasy, which is cakes and stuff like that. So I ain't even been going to I ain't been doing cakes or nothing. If I cheat, it's gonna be with the meal itself. I can't cheat with the thing. It's like crack for a crackhead. They can't have a cheat day with crack. You're gonna go relapse and you're gonna be back to it. So that's kind of how I am. Like I'm trying not to even cheat. Even when I do my cheat day, I'm trying not to even go get cupcakes and cakes and stuff. So.
That's phenomenal because it's all chemical, whether it's crack, chocolate cake, that thing, whatever. Yeah. It's all chemical. So as long as you can manage your chemicals, whatever it is, what I'm saying, I think that's big. Mm-hmm. So is it cheat day or a cheat meal?
No, it's a cheat meal. I just said cheat day. It'll be a cheat meal. Yeah, I can't do a whole cheat day. You'll kill yourself. What?
That was called yesterday, motherfucker. That was
no, yesterday I had a cheat meal. I didn't cheat the whole day.
Oh, good for y'all, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, they set me up for the okie doke. They had the cookies. Them boys delivered the cookies to me. They left the house. I was like, for like 2 hours. So the first 30 minutes, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Came back in the house.
Wear you down.
That thing started talking to me. Langston, come on over here. Man.
Yeah.
And first thing a junkie do, boy, when a boy come to the house, why you did that to me?
Yeah.
I told you.
Did you at least work out yesterday?
I mean, I got a loose, but not for what I put in. It don't matter. I'd have had to work out all night, boy.
And like I said, I felt bad because I didn't get my workout in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't eat bad during the morning or the afternoon, none of that. But my dinner was terrible. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
but man. Like, it's not like on a cheat. Okay, cool. If you just say it's not a cheat day, it's a cheat meal. I mean, bang 5,000, 6,000 calories
in one meal.
Easily, not without trying, right? That's not even that's not hard.
Calories,
not at all.
Everything.
Not at all, man. Like I said, when I think about that, I'm like, man, I just do that on the daily. 5,000 wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to Sean about that. I'm like, man, 5,000 was my life, bro. Yeah, I think Thursday and Sundays was the worst because, like you said, Thursday was the O-line go out to eat night, and Sunday is the actual game day, and you're going to smash with your family or your old lady or the group, the team, whatever, you know what I mean? So, and you know how we were, like, so we hung out together all the time. So it's just, every day was game day for real. So
for real.
What's your plan for watching film? Because I know as a coach, it's like the clicker in one hand and a bag of something in the other hand. It's always like, because it's just the boredom. It's just so tedious to do it. You got to have something.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. So, but I think the plan right now is I got to buy healthy snacks. You know what I'm saying? The granolas and all that, the right peanuts and the yogurts and all that stuff. I got to buy them because if I have them on deck, at least I resort to them and go use them. You know what I mean? And the second thing is, like I said, first of all, I'm a beg our coach Harrison, we call him Get Low. I'm a beg him to make sure he buys some healthy stuff too. You know what I mean? So every away game is Chick-fil-A. But, he can at least get me the grilled sandwich and not the fried sandwich or something. You know what I mean? Or even when Coach Pugh bring food, you got to grab a couple baked pieces or something, So I'm going to try my hardest just to be more disciplined or starve, man. I got to figure it out, though, because it killed me this year, bro. Like I said, and I'm telling you what's worse, it ain't even the film for us. It's the travel. Because like I said, we drive everywhere. So Friday morning, we leave to a buffet. We're going to stop at Golden Corral or Ryan's or whatever it is. Then once we get to the hotel, it's going to be another buffet. You know what I'm saying? And then that night, Coach P is Lou Holtz, a black Lou Holtz. He going to have the ice cream and the apple pie like Lou Holtz used to have at night. Only meal we ever ate healthy was the pregame meal, which is going to be your baked chicken, your green beans, your mashed potatoes, your pastas. But after the game, you got Chick-fil-A all over the place. So
there's a lot of opportunities to say yes, and you run it out
to lose. Yeah. It's a lot of opportunities to lose.
You only say no so many times, right?
Yeah. And let me tell you what happened, which probably was the worst thing to happen. We had a road trip, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We ate 3 great, phenomenal buffets. So that morning we stopped at an old timey buffet. Y'all ever been to one of them?
Yes.
Bruh. So we found the old timey buffet. Then we found a old country buffet. And then that night we went to the Golden Corral, the regular buffet, right? That very next morning, the hotel had probably the most amazing buffet breakfast I ever had. So you talking about 4 major buffets before our game, right? How about we had the best game of the season, like by far. Players played their rear ends off, right? So we're a superstitious group, right? So how about we ate like the same 4 buffets for like the rest of the season, bro? Just because we played so well off that one trip. So, and like you said, on the way back, this Chick-fil-A out this world on the way back. So, like you said, man, I can't run out of nose, man. I gotta hunker down and I might have to be. Who was that? What's Jermaine's last name? What's Big Bird last name? Jermaine Harris. We was at Corey Jenkins' birthday wedding, right? And Corey, you know, weddings, you got terrible food at weddings, which is awesome. Jermaine had like a little snack bag, and we like, you know, what you got, your little man purse or something? Man, Jermaine is pulling out fruit. He got like the little Yeti cooler pulling out fruit. Like, man, I can't cheat right now, man. I'm grinding right now. Man, I couldn't believe the extreme discipline he had, bro.
And that's why he got a 6-pack, and that's why he
got a 10-pack. That's why he got a 10-pack. So. For sure. You see Jermaine now, man. He looked great, dog. I couldn't believe it.
Man, Jermaine had me feeling real bad. We was interviewing him for another podcast. And I was like, man, I was talking about burgers. I was like, man, you know, I eat a burger every other day. He's like, Langston, you eat a burger more than once a month?
That's him.
He was real concerned.
He was like, bruh, dog. And I was like, man, this ain't a podcast about that shit, man.
That's him. That's him.
And it just made me feel bad, but I still went out because, again, Nashawn, I live by In-N-Out. We got a whole story about.
Oh, dog, do not tell the In-N-Out
story.
This
boy right here, Preston. We had to go play Sacramento. Shout out to Bill Washington and his son. What's my man who played Black Klansman? We went and played before.
Denzel Washington's son, yeah.
Oh, me and this boy on the whole ride to the plane, we like, hey, man, I don't know when we land, but we going to In-N-Out. Me and this boy walked over an overpass from the hotel. Got In-N-Out, ate some of it there, brought some back.
Bruh.
Sat it up in the room.
Bruh, we bought like 12 burgers, bruh.
Dog, but me and this boy ate our share before we came back with the rest for the crew.
Back to the room.
Bruh. And again, we played Dante. So, you know, I was like, man, I got to eat, boy, because Dante big. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shake. I think he's about 300, I heard, you know.
He was huge there, too.
That was my excuse, you know what I'm saying? But same thing. So that's my problem out here in Texas, boy. We got that In-N-Out.
Hey, but guess what, Lane? We balled that game. We balled that game, though.
Right.
We balled that game, boy.
There's 2 or 3 things I remember. We had to dress outside and get undressed outside. Denzel sitting on the side of the damn field in the seat. He ain't messing with
looking like somebody's uncle. Looking like somebody's old uncle.
That's right. And we worked them boys. I never forget that shit, boy. But
no, In-N-Out is my problem. You got one in Texas?
Man, they just opened up a whole bunch of them joints out here. So In-N-Out's been out here. And the new thing out here is Waffle House. So they opening up Waffle House left and right. And you know how when you get a brand new Waffle House, they really on their shit. It's still
beautiful. They off the chain.
Man, they giving away so much free Waffle House. Man, you go anywhere, somebody gonna give you a coupon for a free meal at Waffle House out here now.
And y'all always had Whataburgers, right?
Yeah. So that ain't never really been my thing. Like them cats like that shit in Florida. Like it's cool. I get it, but
but In-N-Out is it for me, though.
If I got a choice, I'm going to In-N-Out. For sure.
Yeah, if I get closer to In-N-Out, that's just gonna have to be my cheat day. Without a doubt. Bro, PT, you ever had one?
I have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on that. The only thing come close to it is maybe Rush's, but
you got
ain't nothing like
it. Take away.
Yeah, you got to add a lot. Yeah.
All right, do this, take that off. Yeah, I might, and that's how I know I'm getting old too. Is like, man, I'll save it. I'll wait. I'll just like an old before you be like, man, I'll eat the calories, whatever, man. It ain't In-N-Out.
Yeah,
be like, I'll wait a week to get that In-N-Out. I'll wait a week.
Yeah. I ain't cheating with no bull crap. It's gonna be something I like if I'm a cheat. You know what I'm saying?
I like it, boy.
Don't take me to Wendy's for a cheat meal. Nah, I gotta go all out.
Give me an ice water, man. We're on.
Yeah,
man.
But that's funny though. But yeah, I swear, man, I'm gonna have to be like Jermaine, bro. Jermaine was at a wedding with his own meal, bro, in the dang on bag, bro. And like this is wedding, you know, Corey the mayor of South Carolina, so the wedding food was off the chain. It was all of us. BC was there, Corey Peoples was there. I mean, we was deep. CJ, Marco, everybody was there. So man, we all smashed it. And Jermaine pulled out his little man purse of fruit. I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe it.
Get this guy up out of here.
Bro, he had all kinds of watermelons and strawberry, pineapples. It was like the Publix kit, man. He had all the Publix food up in there, the fruit up in there.
All right, I got some fat boy questions for you.
Let's do it.
All right. Favorite French fry?
I'm from Ohio, so it's gonna be Rallies. Y'all call it Checkers down here.
Good choice.
It's no secret. It's no secret.
What is it about the Rallies fries that you like so much?
The rough texture of the fries and the spiciness of it, man. It just don't get no better than that, bro. You throw that ketchup on the side or not, and you win it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Flats or wings? Flats or drums?
Oh, drums. It's easier to dip into the ranch, cuz it's a no-brainer. Now, my whole family is flats, so that saves me plenty of drums, cuz. But great. I'm telling you, you can dip it in the ranch, man. If you want that cup, you dip it in there, you win it. All sides gonna get taken care of. So that's people that eat flats, you ever know they messy eaters, they gotta pick it, their hands dirty, all that. They picking in between the middle. Nah, man, that's ratchet. Just dip that thing and go, man.
So you answer the question whether it's ranch or blue cheese. It's ranch, obviously.
Oh, it's without a doubt ranch. I'm from the north, man. We the north. It's gonna be ranch.
Okay.
Favorite chip?
Well, I'm from Ohio. Y'all know this. Grippos, without a doubt. They not down here, PT, but Langston probably had them when he was in Cincinnati. But Grippos,
down there, kettle.
Yeah, they spicy barbecue with some heat on them. They will remind you of Lay's got like a barbecue Southern style like sweet chip or something. They kind of remind you of that, but it ain't nothing better than Grippos in the world, cuz.
Okay, all right. Let's see, rice or potatoes?
Potatoes all day long, but since I've been down, rice is a Southern delicacy without a doubt. My wife eat rice with every meal, cuz. But my grandfather we was always mashed potatoes people up there.
Gotcha. Langston,
so these questions is culture bias, man. You know this is regional, man. These are regional questions right here.
Okay, growing up, was it Kool-Aid or was it soda?
Pop.
You mean soda or pop?
My fault. Pop. Was it Kool-Aid?
It was pop all day long. Pop, boy. Okay. You get that Faygo, that Tahitian treat. It was pop.
There you go. The Tahiti treat with the Grippos. Then you got
that's it. Bro, you winning. You could walk down the street of Dayton right now. You'll see 20 people with Faygos and Grippos right now.
Man, so that was the first thing when I first got to Cincinnati was what's the juice them boys get, boy? It's the
Chili Willy.
Mm-hmm. It's the same.
The Chili Willy, the Gold Star chip. Then you got to go to Gold Star or Skyline Chili.
Mm-hmm.
And then La Rosas or Donatos.
Yes.
Bro, listen. Y'all talking to the right dude now. Listen, I love food more than anything, bro. Y'all talking to the right guy right now.
Let's put it.
I'm a food connoisseur, so everywhere I've been, I just sat down and ate with the best of them. You know that for sure, like.
So you played in the NFL. You played with the Giants. You played with the Seahawks. You played with
the Saints.
The Saints. And who else?
The Jets.
And the Jets. So give me the best place to eat in New Orleans for you.
The best place to eat in New Orleans.
What's your fat boy place?
Without a doubt, Dragos. Dragos is a seafood restaurant. They specialize in charboiled oysters and all that.
You're going to get them Parmesan. You're going to get them out. So that's you. How many
the po' boys and all that
can you get? How many of those can you beat up?
All right, so get this. Everybody think I'm the fat person in the relationship. It's really Stacy. She just ain't gained no weight. So my wife will order 2 dozen in a heartbeat. Now I'll probably match her with another 2. So we're gonna have at least 4 at the table at some point.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Seattle, what's that eat spot out there?
All right, so it's 3 spots right now that we have to go to. If me and you took a trip right now, in the morning, we're going to go to the spot called George's.
Okay.
The best pancakes of all time. Without a doubt. 5. On top of 5. What makes them great? Because we like our women. They light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Look, my wife over here bad right now. But they just so beautifully made, man. They got a little cinnamon twist to it with a little nutmeg and vanilla in there, man. It's amazing, dog. So the pancakes is the size of the plate. So you really only need 1. You get 2 if you ain't got nothing to do the rest of the day, but you only really need 1, man. And it's right off of the lake, too. So we got a beautiful ambiance and everything. It's dope.
Okay.
As far as lunch in Seattle, we go to a spot called Gilbert's. It's a sandwich place. Unbelievable. just like sandwiches all day long. I used to get the Reuben, unbelievable. I mean, bro, and the thing was so big, you really ain't gonna eat half. You say the other half for later, bro. like it's just ridiculous. And then at night, you got two choices at night in Seattle. If you with your old lady and you trying to do it big, you take her to Daniels. Daniels is at the top of the Hyatt Regency. The Hyatt is like 70 floors, and it's at the top of the Hyatt. You feel me? And so you can see all of Seattle. Bruh, they got the best popcorn shrimp. Matter of fact, they wasn't even popcorn no more. They were so big, they were just shrimp. But they call them popcorn shrimp. And the steak, they got. That's where my man started. My man with the salt, he started out there. You feel me? And so when I was in Seattle back in 2009, he was working there. You know what I'm saying? So, and another spot is called El Gauchos. El Gauchos. It's another steak spot.
Okay.
So those spots, bruh, like whenever I go back to Seattle, I'm going to all four of them. I hope they all still open.
My boy got Gilbert's, got a lot of one-name places with just first name. You know it's fire when it's just
that's it. George's, Gilbert's, Daniels, and El Gaucho. Bro, when I tell you when I was in Seattle, bro, I probably ate at them 4 spots every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you get, that's my thing. When you got the money, it don't even matter. Wow. Your life is a buffet. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the other part about after we've finished playing, you know what I'm saying? We maybe not have the money that we had at the height of when we played, but we got money. We can go out and eat. We got choices. And
you still can do what you want. Yeah.
And that's kind of the hard part because like you said, man.
Yeah, because shoot, when I was growing up, Red Lobster was the income tax meal. You feel me? You wasn't going there every day. That was income tax, you know? So when you get to the league, Red Lobster is lunch. Dinner, lunch, brunch, everything. You go there whenever you want. So
yeah, it ain't nothing to hit the spot up 2 times in the day. You know what I'm saying? The Gilbert.
Man, nothing.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so you was in New York for 2 stints. Jersey, New York, it's all still metal playing, all that.
That's all, yeah, the Meadowlands, all that.
What's the spot to eat out there in Jersey or New York?
All right, so Langston, you dealing with a different dynamic, man. You different with a lot of Latinos and stuff like that, a lot of Italian food, a lot of Italian people, Italian food and stuff. So I ain't gonna lie, I really wasn't feeling that vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. Yeah, it really wasn't for me. So they had Morton's up there, the Steakhouse Morton's, which was crazy. They had Houston's up there. You know, those are pretty much staples like Ruth Chris all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You got them in Atlanta and everything.
But I think the difference is those ones still, like, unlike the Morton's here in like suburb Dallas, like that one in New York it's gonna keep that standard.
Oh, it's top of the line. It's top of the line.
So you go in there and get that bar, you know what I'm saying, beat you up by crab cakes, a Hennessy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it was jump. It was dope. But I ain't gonna lie. The spot up there, I got 2 of them now. I just remembered them. Grand Luxury Cafe.
Okay, Grand Lux.
Grand Lux is kind of put you in that mindset of a more expensive Cheesecake Factory, if that makes sense, because Cheesecake Factory is already expensive as hell. So Grand Lux Cafe was it was stupid. And so every time you walked in there, you saw an actor or a celebrity. That's just how dope it was. And it really wasn't that secluded, exclusive spot. It was just dope. It was just good.
Yeah.
And then me, my wife, and one of my teammates found a Jamaican spot. It actually looked like a hole in the wall, but when you went in there, it was phenomenal. And I think it was called Mangoes. States, was it called Mangoes? It was called a Jamaican spot called Mangoes in Langston. When I tell you, they had the best Jamaican everything. Like, everybody in there had to be from Jamaica, like Kingston, right there. Like, the cornbread, bro. Like, we still try to make the cornbread to this day. Like, bro, everything was in there. We always ordered the curry shrimp. You know what I'm saying? It was just phenomenal. So those was my hot spots. Like, if I had to do like a damn food blog or something, I would highlight those spots every day. And I'm telling you, like, you know how it was in the league, bro. You get in town, that Saturday, you ain't got no team meeting maybe to that night or something. Bruh, that whole day, you find the... And so...
You using the Fat Boy Network. You using the Fat... First of all, you're looking up where you going this week on your away trip, and you look at who on your phone or who lived there, And then outside of that,
there's
some dudes who you're like, okay, he knows the spot. Let me call my real dude. He gonna know the spot,
bro.
You
better know it, bro. You know how it was. The network was on. You call your other fat homeboy. Like you got another fat homeboy on another team.
And then don't mess around and give him an invitation. Oh man, I'm in the city. You want me to meet you up there?
Come through.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, when I was in San Diego, my best friend played. Well, he one of my best friends, Brandon McKinney, the D lineman, not the O lineman, Brandon McKinney. And San Diego had this spot that was like a sushi spot. Mm-hmm. And I guess it was number one sushi spot on earth or whatever, right? Bruh, it was right off the Naval Pier. Bruh, I can't believe, bro. We ordered like, you know how it is, like when you got money. We ordered like 500 sushi rolls, I guess you could say, bruh. And all of them was different, bruh. And when I tell you, they was amazing, bruh. Like, that's one of the spots I remember, like, yesterday, because everybody talk about Prime 112 in Miami and all those spots. Yeah, they cool. That's for the celebrities. But when you want to really get down and eat, you got to call a fat dude. And, bruh, we went to this spot called, it was like Sakura or Sakaru or something in San Diego, bruh. And it was
right there in the gaslight. Right there in the gaslight. I think I know what you're talking about.
Bro, when I tell you, I'm like, man, we ain't gonna eat all this, bro. It was like 2 pieces left out of 500. It was probably about 8 linemen, though. You know what I'm saying? 8 or 9 of us, but 500 is a lot, PT. So we ate 500 pieces of sushi, bro. It was amazing, dog. That's one of the spots I remember, like yesterday, dog.
So if you could eat, we already know you're a sweets dude, but if you could eat any sweets without any repercussions. No calories don't count today.
Yeah.
Specific. Get dirty. Get nasty.
Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna hit us with?
All right, so y'all ain't gonna believe this. And like I said, I'd have been around the world, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this. Outback got a salted caramel.
Yes.
Food.
Yes.
They got a salted caramel skillet cookie.
Yes.
And when I tell you, PT, when they make it right, this is the coldest thing out. And you can put and it come with 1 scoop of ice cream. You know, when I go in there, they give me 2 or 3 scoops. And you throw that caramel drizzle on top of that thing, that drag, bruh, you through. And bruh, the thing only like $7, bro. I always order 2. Like it's like no secret. And I'm a salted caramel.
Yes.
Praline. I'm that dude. You know, pecan praline, salted caramel, cinnamon. That's me. And when I tell you Outback, and bro, I'd have been around the world now. Like, I'd have been everywhere, United States.
World, bro.
Everywhere. I'd have been around the world, Craig. I'd have been to London. I'd have been around the world, Craig, Jamaica. And this thing is right in our backyard, and it's it. And it's seasonal. I told the girl, how do I not make this seasonal? Like, I'm about to call whoever I got to call. Because when y'all try to get rid of this, I'm going to fight somebody.
So my big problem during the whole COVID lockdown, when they opened up the Outback up the street, they didn't bring it back on the menu except the salted motherfucking caramel brownie, and I was hot, dog.
I'm living.
When them boys opened that thing, it was like, we back to opening. We gonna do takeout. I was like, yes. So I got like $80 worth of food, and I said, we gonna finish this thing up with this dessert. All they had was that weak-ass cheesecake and some
it's terrible.
Cake. Dog, I canceled the whole order, bro. I canceled the whole $80 order of wings, shrimp, Aussie back ribs. Because they
take it back, boy. Bro. And listen, my son, this lets you know how, all right, I told y'all Sean like his mama, right? My younger son, Nate, is like me, straight replica, right? So he went with his grandparents like a month or 2 ago and was like, Daddy, guess what? I'm thinking something bad had happened. He was like, we went to Outback and they didn't have your cookie. I was so mad because I was going to bring you one home. Dog, he told me that. I couldn't believe it, bro.
You want to kiss that boy. I mean, I love you.
Yeah, exactly. I gave him that slow hug like in the movies, that slow motion hug, man.
Pick them up a little bit.
So, but I'm telling you, so like, that's your thing too, man.
Bro, I messed around, I don't know how we found it. Because again, you know, I'm like, man, if I'm going to get the dessert, let me go get the best thing I can get from the Sprinkles cupcake. Or, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking Outback has something so potent. Boy.
Yes.
Everything you said is 100% true.
And like, bro, I know people probably might not believe us, bro, but that thing, they found something with that, boy. They found something with that, cuz. Most of those spots don't really have good desserts. Like, you know what I mean? Like Applebee's got a vanilla blondie that's pretty solid, but dog, that dang on Outback salted caramel skillet cookie, boy, listen. I'm gonna have to listen. If they discontinue that thing, like I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that. Boy.
Like you said, bro, it's seasonal because again, from one fat professional to another, man. So what's up? Is it off the menu? Is it just one of them things I just gotta ask for it? Or ladies like, sir, it's just not on the menu right now. It'll be back. Call back in the winter.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, you know me, man. I'm a talker, so I done flirted with everybody up there. I'm like, listen, y'all got to take care of your boy. Like this $7 cookie can turn into a $30 cookie if you take care of me. You know what I'm saying? However you want to read into that, you can be your tip. You can pay, like I'll pay whatever for this. Like I love it. Bruh, I'm saying, you say how much is it gonna cost to turn these whites only pies, these whites only pies into you know what pies? You know what I'm saying?
How much they pay? Hey, who you make a minimum wage plus tips? I got you. Get me right.
I told her like, man, you get my cookie, I give you $34. And guess what? I had that dang old cookie with 3 scoops on there. Yeah, man. So I'll like, no, that PT you. Whenever it come back in, you gotta try it. Your cheat day, bro. Your next cheat day.
You gotta send me the
guess what? I'm gonna ruin your day, PT. PT, I'm gonna ruin your day. That mug is 1,200 calories off top.
I mean, if I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. So.
Oh, no doubt, it's worth it. I won't eat the whole day to get those 1,200.
I feel you.
You feel me? Because I'm trying to only do 2,000 a day, so I won't even eat. I get those 1,200. Yeah, bro. It's cold with it, bro.
Water. No, I'm good. I'll wait.
Hey, like you better go back. Me check and see if they even got it back yet.
I guarantee my dude, because again, I looked the other day, I was like, man, if them boys got it, I don't care what's going on in this weight loss chat. The Lord knew what I didn't need in my life, bro. All they had was that funky ass carrot cake and that cheesecake. I'm like, I'm straight. I don't need that shit. I want that.
Yeah.
They got like some type of email alert or something. Can they let me know when it comes back in stock? Man,
I don't know, but the one thing I learned from my white boy, you can write a letter or email the general manager and the right people, and they'll figure a way to get it back on the menu. Straight up, I learned that from my wife. If my wife meal ain't right, she'll email somebody. And she'll have 3 or 4 gift cards in the mail the next day, boy.
Again, don't use this on the eating strategy, big man. You know that's something that's in your pocket, man. Don't use it on.
I'm telling you. Dang, that's a crazy that Mike is on the same. I knew I liked y'all boys, man. We even eat alike.